So welcome to this special Patreon edition of Chinny Vision, because you would have seen I've reviewed Formula 1 Grand Prix and I inserted some ST shots into that review after I'd done the main review, because now I'm actually with the ST, because it's taken me ages to get this game working. So yeah, it's been a complete and utter pain. So here I am, poor quality microphone sitting on top of the ST. We're just going to do this. I've put myself in, and we're just going to do a non-championship race because I just need to get some capture. But I've not played this on a machine that is this slow for a long, long time. I'm playing the Amiga version. It's much faster. So what I'm going to do is go to Canada, because I've done that on the main review. And I need to insert disc 4, which is actually disc 2, because this cracker has managed to get it all onto 2 discs, not 4. Why Microprose had to put it onto 4, I've got no idea. Anyway, there we go, Canadian circuit. I've got no idea what this frame rate is, and it's on the easiest setting. I will turn off auto brakes when I get into the car. This really is a frame rate exercise. We're going to do one race on Canada for this, unedited. Disc 3 retry. No, I don't have disc 3. So it means disc 1, doesn't it? It wants disc 1 again. This will be completely unedited. Coughs included, excuse me. So here we are, the free practice qualifying race. I'm going to start from the back, just do a race. But I just must take off auto braking. Notice this on the ST version. All the racing drivers are imaginary, apart from me, made up. So clearly something happened at some stage and they took out the real racing drivers I've got on the Amiga version. Entering cockpit. I also can't hear the sound of the game when I'm doing this either, because it's going into the capture device. Right, here we are. I've no idea what this frame rate is going to be like. Playing into the capture window, which isn't ideal. But there you go, foot on the pedal. Red light. Come on. Go! Oh yeah. That's a big step down, isn't it? Wow. Ho. This makes the game considerably harder, although we used to play it like this. This was normal. What's going on here? Some massive smash up instigated by myself. It's I can't move. So can we get replay? Pause, replay. Let's see what the replay runs like. I mean, this was amazing when I first saw this on the my mate's ST. Because of course, you knew better, no better. I had hard driving on my Amstrad CPC. That was as good as it got. Yeah, no, it's me who's screwed up there, I think. I'm used to just tapping the key on the Amiga because it works, and this ST is my secondary ST, because I'm, at the moment, Chinny HQ is in bits, and I'm doing this in my office. Hence the less than ideal setup. And you will also notice on the channel less big multi-format reviews, because every time I want to do a review I've got to get the machine out and set it up, which is difficult. So but hopefully Chinny HQ is going to be decorated, or it nearly is decorated, and back up and running soon, hopefully in the next 2 to 3 weeks. Oh. Actually, once you get away from the populated area, it ain't too bad, is it? Really? I've obviously got no sound, so I can't judge if my tyres are squealing or what's going on. That's better. Now we've got a bit of speed going here. here. I'm 21st, that's not good. Especially on the easiest setting. I was racing on amateur, the second lowest setting on. Yeah, it actually I tell you what it makes it harder to respond to things, the frame rate. It makes it harder when there's things happening. Oh, come on. No, come on. Who's that? Get out of my way. No, I'm into this now already. It's, oof, he says, on the grass. He finds out pushing really hard into the joystick. Now, using my zip stick. Right, come on. Round we go. Out my way. Kurt Langer. Seems to be a generic German sounding name. Probably Schumacher. Is there some reasoning in the namings they've given? No. No. He's trying to go in the pits, you see. Well, no, he's not. Well, he's definitely going in the pits now. Sorry, my voice is going a bit. Right, so round we go. And not too bad. It really does chug when it goes along that straight. It's far better once you get out. Yeah, especially when you get at the start, we've got all those cars around as well. It really chugs. But actually, this is far more acceptable now. It's actually, I wonder if the A1200 just because we know the Amiga version and the ST version are frame rate throttled. They can't go above a certain frame rate. Perhaps my A1200 is actually got enough spare CPU to make sure it keeps a consistent frame rate through the busier areas. I don't know. I haven't really analysed it. I can't. 17th. I don't know who's ahead. I should put everyone's names in like I did on the Amiga version, but this is very quick and last minute. So I did the Amiga version 1.5 weeks ago, and it's taken me this long to just get a working ST image. And oh, it's stuck, and that would be Mr. Ken Shabby if that was the on the Amiga, because that was the colours he and Timothy Dalton were in. Mr. Ken Shabby being a huge fan of Daltz, as he prefers to call him. Would very much like to go on a day trip to Legoland with Timothy Dalton. Although I refuse to call it Legoland, for me it's always Windsor Safari Park, as depicted in the film Mutiny on the Buses. Is that a Benetton type car there? Benetton, that kind of colour. Oh. Come on. Yeah, this isn't my usual mic setup, by the way. This is very ad hoc with the recorder just bounced on top of the ST, and you're not shielded from the noise of... Ooh, you git. Spun. 16th as well. And there goes Mr. Ken Shabby / Daltz. I don't know which one that would be. Oh no! I've lost it now. I don't know on this version, on the later versions of F1GP, if you went off, your tyres would degrade for a short while afterwards. I don't think this happens on this version. Graphically, it's pretty much the same as the Amiga, isn't it, really? Oh no, no, I've really messed up. Doing badly. Do I really want to do all 7 laps? I'll tell you what we do. We'll take off Indestructible. There we go, so if I crash, it's over. Right. Because really, this is mainly about getting some footage of the ST version. And I can't say how actually much harder this is without sound. As I say, all the sound's going into the recorder. I can see the bars bouncing up and down on the capture. But that's it, and you can't hear the squeals of the tyres. You go around the corner, which lets you know when you're on the limit. You don't know when the car's maxed out. I tell you what, because I've selected this game, and this crack of the game requires you to select the manual as French and then type in fonction, and of course it puts you into kilometres per hour as well. So again, it's hard to judge when you know what speed you should be going, but you've only ever played the game in miles per hour. That actually makes quite a difference, really. I can never get kilometres per hour in my head how they work. I used to have a bike kind of counter thing that told you how far you'd cycled. I got cheap from Aldi the days before GPS. That it was brilliant, but it did everything in kilometres, and I never really got it. That was one of those little magnetic things that went round on the wheels. I'm just yabbering on, aren't I? Really? I wonder what my best lap is. Probably not very good. Right, come on. Down here, out wide. Brake. 100. Which is too late. Oh. Miraculously didn't get any damage there. Let's reverse out. Oh. One of the most annoying things in the game is the self-righting gears. Oh. He says, trying to show you how to do it. There you go. That spins you round. That's off by default. Oh. Right. No, after initial frame rate concerns here on the ST version, this is actually fine. Unless you want to get used to it, yes, there are reaction time issues. It is just easier when you've got a faster machine. But I mean, it'd be interesting to see what Monaco looks like actually on the ST. I might load that up as well and just record a bit for that for the review. It's always the way with Vision. I always end up doing more than perhaps I need to. And then you use a tiny little clip of it, despite the fact you probably recorded about half an hour of footage. And then somebody says, no, you didn't show it in this version with this configuration. And, oh my goodness, is he really about to lap me? He is. Because you just can't. You can't get... And that's my Mac screen going to sleep. I had to move the mouse. That's the problem with going games to the capture. Although I've got sleep on here for work purposes, and it does. If you don't touch it for 15 minutes, it doesn't sleep completely. It dims down, then sleeps properly. But this isn't the usual way I've been capturing. Say the way I've been capturing since November. I really need my setup back up, and whoa, that slows it down actually when you get close to a car and there's a lot to draw. It's one of the back market teams, isn't it? I'm 18th. Right, okay, let's get around him. Oh! No, come on. I need to get past him. There we go. Used to play this game so much. No, got that. Oh! Now I've sustained damage. Oh, I was lucky not to sustain damage there when he flew past me. Now I'm going to go into the pits. Of course, when you sustain damage, you've, as I turn the damage off, the handling's compromised as well on my front wing. Yeah, it's really twitchy now. Oh, he hit me. Yeah, the car turns really weirdly now. And for the day, this simulation was considered extremely accurate. Of course, we know it's not by modern standards, but that's not a problem. The game's still fun. It was the best we had at the time. We didn't know any better. This was as good as it got. It was, you know, this was the time of virtual reality and things like that. And this, here you go, kind of not with a VR headset, but a VR kind of game on your home micro. Oh no! Need to turn round. Not going well. Oh. I'm on lap 6 of 7. Do I have time to pit? Should I just finish the race now? Because at least I could get a better placing if I try and finish the race. I'm taking pits off. I think I could, because these cars are on the easiest setting. They're so slow. In miles per hour, they kind of max out at 160, whereas I can do about 200. I wonder if that's the race leader. Look, it's a McLaren. I wonder if it is. I wonder if I'm coming in behind the race leader. Soon find out. Yes! Oh, well, just as well I didn't pit then. That's fine by me. There you go. Kurt Langer. It wasn't a Germanic sounding name. It was a... It is a Germanic sounding name, but it was supposed to be... Now, who was racing for McLaren this season? Was it Senna? Possibly. And... Oh... I used to watch Formula 1 back then. I'm in Mansell's car. But yeah, that's Formula 1 Grand Prix on the ST. Little bonus for you, just recorded a little bit of that for the main review. But to show you guys what it's like on a... There you go. It's like beaten up Atari ST. Thanks for supporting, and see you on the channel soon.